Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video, and welcome finally, hopefully, back to the iRacing F4 series. Yes, some of you have been asking why there haven't been any videos from this series over the last couple of days, and that's been quite simple. I just keep getting taken out, plain and simple. Every race both races I did last week I got taken out. I got taken out as well in the week before in the Southern F4 series. It's just been a nightmare. So I'm hoping today we can finally see some improvement. Get yourself subscribed if you're new around here. And yeah, hopefully we can just make it to the end here at Zolder. Well, lining up then P13 on the grid as the number 11 car. Interest in this series really seems to have fallen off recently. So, yeah, we've only got one split tonight, I believe. So we've got a couple of cars with less than 1,000 I rating behind me. But like I said, the goal, survival, please. Anything else is a bonus.
The track temp is 22. The air temp is 18 Celsius. 13th place. Heads up, we're going green.
Here we go then, 4 red lights.
Go. Green flag.
Lights out and away we go. Instantly going to get a freebie there because it looks like the car in front of me never gridded. But how are we going to get on then down in towards turn 1? We'll just try and hug the apex through that first corner. Rear's very, very skatey there, as I thought there was going to be a big pile up in front of us. But seemingly everyone made it through turn 1. There's a guy looking down my inside there as we've got a little bit caught out behind James in front. But actually, so far, I know I'm jinxing it by saying it this soon. But oh, there you go. I was about to say a pretty clean, tidy start, but it's all gone a little bit pear-shaped then as the number 12 car. Going to try and get a run down the inside. Please don't go 3 wide. Luckily, we're not. So I'll actually break down around the outside of the guy that was on my inside as well there. So I think we've gained a couple of spots then off the start, which is always nice. I feel like I have generally got some pace here at Zolder, but yeah, it's just a track that, of course, never really done a lot of driving on outside of the F1 games. Sorry, outside of iRacing even, of course, because it's not really in the F1 games, or it's not on a lot of... It's weirdly not on many games, is Zolder. They seem to be very, very tight over their licensing. Like, you don't see it on Gran Turismo, you don't see it on Forza. I think really it's only iRacing and, like, Project Cars, for example, that have got this track. But, yeah, we've survived the opening lap, though, which is always a good way to start. Got a couple of cars side by side into the chicane in front of me. Now they've all seemingly navigated their way through there, as we'll try and get a run on hands then out of the final corner. Drag racing up towards the start finish line, but hopefully we've got the run to get round the outside of him back in towards turn 1. Just about there later on the brakes, but we still get the car onto the apex, which is nice. And there we go, up into P9 then as we start lap 2. So yeah, done really well actually. A lot better than I thought I would. Oh, Darren in front. Big wobble through the first corner. Well held, sir. But yeah, we're up into positive I rating territory as well, of course. Took a bit of a battering from Petit Lemans. That was a good fun race, but yeah, unfortunate with the results. So obviously, hopefully, we can start pushing back up towards 2K. Of course, next big event will be the Fuji 8 Hours in about 3 or 4... I think it's 4 weeks' time from now, so... If you want to check that out over on my Twitch, drop me a follow. It would be greatly appreciated. There'll be a link down in the description. But yeah, let's just wait and see then how this train of cars is going to file out. I think this battle extends all the way up into P5, so certainly good potential here. But yeah, the top 4, quite a big I rating spread for this one. So top 4 have bolted. So a little bit of understeer there, just snagging the inside front. And it just compromises you slightly as we make our way into the final corner. But 2 laps survived. Reckons it's going to be about a 14-lap event. And as soon as I say 2 laps survived, we don't even make it through the final chicane. We'll take a loss of control 2x, and all those places I gained at the start immediately is going to go undone then. Still side by side with Andrew at the final corner. But again, not quite having the speed. They're really struggling for some reason through the final corners here as someone else in the gravel. A couple of cars in the sand trap. We almost joined them as we tried to have a look around the outside of Andrew through turn 1. So yeah, a couple of places instantly regained. But it all still seems to be, the battle's still right there. Definitely could rear its ugly head. So as well, Andrew just nicking the gravel there. It does cost you around this place. It's down the inside we'll go.
There.
Just
Clear
make sure
right.
we keep it tidy. The chicane can be lethal here at Zolder.
Nice front.
We'll make it through, but again, he's going to get a run on me off the corner. The guy behind him got a pretty decent run as well, but yeah, just able to hang on the brakes. Got to take a lot of curb actually through that chicane. See, look at how much you can get away with there. All four wheels well over the curbs. But if it lets you do it, you got to go for it on iRacing. Those are the rules.
Looks like P6 has gone off in Xbox.
Ooh, another one gone.
129.7.
Might be another freebie then for us. Yes, it is. So clearly, mistakes very easy to make. P4's just under 29.4. What's our time going to be? Going to be a 132.3. Yeah, we're back up then into 10th place. This little group extends all the way up to 7th. There's still a lot to be had. Whoa! Whoa! You get a 4X?
Still clear left.
As the guy in front of me, I don't know if there was a little bit of netcode involved in that one. That seemed to be very, very slow off of the chicane. Not too sure what that was all about. Hopefully we haven't picked up any major wing damage. Yeah, that was all very, very strange. So happy, of course, that we didn't turn him, but suddenly just seemed to stop on the apex and then carry on going forward again. That was very, very weird.
We think P6 has gone off in Xbox.
Well, apparently if you're in P6, you spin! Don't rejoin, please! Oh, things are getting scary. Things are getting very, very scary here as we'll try and tuck in for some slipstream. Hans there's going to try and go defensive back in towards turn 1.
Car left.
Don't really want to go 3 wide, but we will send it back around the outside of him through turn 1. Second time I've done that today. I believe we're then back up into P8 then of this race. As Hans, yeah, will lose a couple of spots there through the first corner. Just in behind me. Does seem very, very racy. Oh no, here comes Justin.
8th place.
Have a look down the inside of turn 1, but we'll hold firm. Nailed it through the first corner actually. That's probably the best line I've ever taken through there. Able to carry good speed into turn 2 as well. But yeah, Justin is trying to apply the pressure. So I need to try and get up to Darren then. Try and put a car between us if possible. I mean, he's trying to move around in the braking zones as well behind me. So you could definitely leave the car in 5th gear through there. And that might open up the door for him. He's going to have a look down the inside. Going to squeeze me on the outside. And yeah, don't really want to be trying to go side by side on the way in. Oh, someone else has binned it. So there might be more opportunities again. But yeah, we might try and use Justin then. Just to try and bring ourselves a little bit further forward in this race. See if we can sort of sit in the slipstream. Claim some freebies where possible. There is very, very different lines through the chicane still.
P9. That lap was a 130.9. Good lap. That's your
Oh no! Damn it! Just dropped the rear through turn 1. Not had anything like that so far, and that's going to be 1 spot gone, maybe a second as well. Really, really lacking consistency here, and never have I struggled so much with the F4 car. With high downforce grip, often in the lower speed stuff, fair enough, but yeah, we are just having a nightmare race up to this point. We're lucky we're not, we haven't binned it or something like that.
10 minutes to go. You're halfway
He's
home.
now again behind Andrew. Just show the nose, see if we can force an error out of him. He actually, yeah, gets it stopped very, very nicely there. Obviously, that chicane, got to be so, so careful on the curbing through there. Otherwise, it can very much send you skyward or to the shadow realm. You can pick your own poison for that one, but Andrew again a little bit all over the show as we make our way through the next chicane. Just able to try and switch him off the corner, and there we go. We'll be back through once more. Definitely feel like top 10 should be on the cards, but I reckon we can get back to Marius. P3 now with a mistake down at the final chicane as well. It really is, yeah, difficult race of attrition apparently for a lot of cars today. Everyone's seemingly making errors. Well, it looks like Darren has finally given up the place to Justin up in front. So maybe if the two in front of us can have a little bit of a battle late on in the day, Darren and Marius, we can try and get back to them. Still more than 5 minutes left then of this race, but everything, after all the craziness early on, seems to finally be mellowing out. Oh, there we go. Another mistake coming in. Going to bring us even closer then to Darren just up in front, and now there might be a battle on their hands. Whoa, Justin's rapid. Okay, not surprised I couldn't keep him at bay then. He's able to do 29 flats around here, but yeah, Darren's lost the place then to Marius. Could we get a late race scrap between them? Or can I just try? We only need one more spot here if I want to gain some iRating. That's got to be the goal. There's another mistake coming in by Darren.
It's now 10 seconds.
Not under much pressure from the car behind either, but yeah, we've really got to try and make this happen before the end of this one. But Marius was still not really taking any time out of him.
You're gaining on the guy in
Oh,
front.
nice run through the chicane though. Surely we're going to be able to have a look down the inside then as we get into the chicane.
Car left, clear left.
It's actually going to outbrake. Yeah, fair play to him. Okay. Very, very early in the chicane, so I thought he wasn't going to try and fight it, but clearly still wants to, and by all means is he welcome to it. We can have a little late race battle here, I won't complain. Show the nose. Whoa. Okay, brakes early. I wasn't actually trying to go for a move there. We'll get a 0x for it. Someone else might have just made a mistake. But yeah, I wasn't actually trying to look for a move there. He just broke much earlier than I was expecting. Unfortunately, it's a lapped car that seems to have made the error. See if we can get a nice run out of the final corner. Looks like we might just be able to. There we go. Paul there, clearly in the walls. It's down the inside. We'll have a look then into turn 1.
Still clear,
Nice
right.
and easy, just slot in front of him. He's going to try and switch me off the exit though. I think we should just about have enough then. Just move, not over as such, but just make his line a bit narrower. But fair play, he's coming back at me again. This is fantastic racing at the moment. Should have probably tried to get the nose to the inside there, mate, because I wouldn't have been able to do much but back out. Or nudge a wheel on the gravel though, so we're just going to sit in the middle of the road down in towards the next chicane. Really make him think about which way he's going to have to go. He's going to have a look around the outside. We'll just park it though. Make sure he can't switch me off the corner. Unfortunately, all this battling probably means we're not going to get Marius by the end, but we will take the positive iRacing. Round in the final corner then, starting the last lap here from Zolder, and I tell you what, it has not been a perfect return. No, okay, Marius in front of me now, suddenly absolutely flying late on in the day. So I wouldn't have had the pace to match him either, all things considered, but yeah, not the perfect return to the F4 Northern European Tour, but like I said, you know, with the last couple of races in both these series, I will take a finish, to be completely honest. Got taken out lap 1 last week by a guy that didn't know how to hold his brakes. Had span off and then just rejoined the circuit in a very, very frustrating manner there. So, yeah, a couple of mistakes obviously on my part tonight. Obviously just getting used and dialed back in with the F4 car once again. And a 1X as well with some nice airborne flight to finish off our night there. But yeah, making our way in towards the final few turns. You know, we got to take the rough with the smooth. I'm not going to be too optimistic looking at my SR after this. Definitely still need to try and do more work to bring that the right way, as we're still sat under 2 at the moment. Obviously, got a few more weeks to try and get that back up before the end of the season, but maybe I need to run some A and B license series a bit more frequently. But in towards the final chicane we'll go then.
That's 2 minutes left.
So would bin it in the final corner? Maybe they have actually, looking at the relative, but yeah, in towards the final corner.
Turn 1.
Yeah, that seems less likely, but rounding our way, we're going to come through for P9 then, all things considered, so I don't think I can complain too much about that there. All in. Yeah, some quick drivers tonight, of course, some F4 specialists, but yeah, that was good fun. Let's go take a look at our final results. Well, let's have a look then at our final race results. Only 3 iRating gained, all things considered, at a minus 0.36 SR. Not the perfect way to end the evening there, but yeah, looks like there was some very, very quick drivers in there. 129.04 by Marius would be the fast lap in the end, but it is Steve there. Started from pole, would lead not actually that many laps. It looks like him and Timmer had quite a good battle throughout tonight. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back hopefully very, very soon then with, I think, F4 Southern Europe heads to Catalonia. That should be good fun if we don't get killed. A massive thank you to all of my YouTube members and my Patreon supporters for their continued donations to help my work. These things go much further than I think a lot of you ever realise and allow me to continue making content full-time here on YouTube. So if you want to support me from as little as £1 a month and be featured on all of these end clips, either click the join button next to the subscribe or head over to my Patreon. There's a link down in the description.